All right. There we go. We should be live, guys. What's up? It's your boy Shady. Let me know audio, video, all that good stuff, how it's rolling. And apologies for the delay. Since my last stream, guys, new PC that I built, I have not been able to power it on. So had to rebuild it, bought another motherboard and all that, got it in, literally just turned it on couple hours ago. Still some weird issues, so trying to get all this sorted, troubleshooting, figuring stuff out. I actually, all things considered, I still think I have a bad RAM stick. So I do think I have a bad RAM stick. So I'm gonna have to address that at some point, but I will address that. But yeah, that's obviously gonna have some type of impact on being able to make content and all that cool stuff, but we will get through it and we will get to it. All right, so round one of the playoffs has been pretty crazy. I wanted to take some time to chat about that and some of the stuff that has taken place early. Obviously, we're going to talk LeBron. Obviously, we're going to talk. But as you can see by the thumbnail, I've got a lot of topics that I want to hit. So give me just a moment. I just want to make sure that I've got this up here real quick. I'm sorry about that, guys. Yo, Jay, I'm glad everything's good audio wise, but I actually can't see anything for some reason. So that's why I'm just trying to, this crap is low key annoying, but I'm not gonna do a multi-stream today. F Twitch, everybody's on YouTube anyway, so it is what it is. Anyways, guys, thanks everybody in the chat supporting the channel, all that cool stuff. I want to get into kind of some of the stuff that I wanted to talk about today. Specifically, you guys saw by the thumbnail. I don't know if you guys call it I don't know. I don't think it's clickbait, but I was just trying to show all of the different people that I would like to hit on all the different topics and all the different thoughts, of course, of everything happened in the playoffs. But I feel like, and this is just my personal opinion, people can disagree or whatever, doesn't matter. I think two of my best traits is number one, I don't have a super high ego. And when I'm wrong, right, I have no problem admitting like, yo, I got this wrong. I should have addressed that differently, talking it through and the areas that I had a shortcoming. I think another good trait of mine is that I'm stubborn. I believe what I'm saying. I don't feel the need to, kind of throw nonsense around to see if it sticks. I believe what I'm saying. Obviously, whether people believe that or not is what it is. Some people might think I'm trolling half the time, but I say that to start by saying I do truly have a love-hate relationship with LeBron James. Like, I know most people think like, oh, you just, hate LeBron and all that, but I do like a lot of things about LeBron James. I do like a lot of things about the way LeBron carries himself. I like a lot of things about, the things that he's done with his career and his platform, right? And obviously his money, of course, because anything you're trying to do is going to need money and stuff like that. So yesterday after the Lakers lost and we were watching that press conference, the Lakers press conference, and he gets to the podium and he says, out of all the things that he did in his career, playing with his son eclipsed it all. I thought that was unique. I thought that was profound. I had a lot of respect for LeBron in that. And I thought that, you know, you could literally see like the pride in him literally, like when he was like, it was just like he was kind of living it, like, you know, people say live vicariously through their kids. You would never think a super duper NBA star would be, his face would be lighting up while he was describing his son's journey, and then, you know, obviously the heart stuff, the struggles, and then the, you know, the you know, playing in the G League. And he even talked about the Sixers game, the notorious Sixers game where they left him out there and Tyrese Maxey was scorching him. And he talked about that, and like, you know, how that was one of the proudest things of his career, just seeing the growth. And it led me to start to think while watching that interview live, I came to the conclusion, I said, I might have been a little bit, and not might, in my opinion now, I think I was a little bit too hard on LeBron over the Bronny stuff and what he did to get him in the league, right? Now, that doesn't mean my stance has changed. I don't think Bronny's an NBA player. I don't think he belongs on an NBA roster, and I don't think he would have made an NBA roster if his name was Bronny Johnson, right? But I just wanted to kind of backtrack a little bit and say I don't really have a problem with LeBron kind of orchestrating this situation, getting him on his team to watch over him for a year. And I gotta be honest, the thing that kind of made me feel that way was the Shedeur Sanders incident over the weekend, or whatever we want to call it now, right? The Shedeur Sanders situation, the Shedeur Sanders draft saga. We all saw live what they did to that kid. And I obviously, you know, me saying like what they did could be construed to be what he did and what him and his dad did that made that the situation, however you want to look at it. I think we can all agree after the fact that some of the actions of Shedeur and some of the actions of Deion kind of messed things up. I think that's fact. I don't think anyone would disagree with that, no matter what side of that you stand on. But I just look at it, and I think Deion's situation was very similar to LeBron's, right? He's trying to do his best to look out for for his kid and get him in the best spot, even if he's got to pull strings, even if he's got to manipulate, even if he's got to move stuff around. He's trying to just make the best thing happen. Now, I do think Deion, obviously, some stuff and some you know, some chats and some video clips came out where it looks like Deion made a mistake there. And some mistakes, saying we don't want to go here, we don't want to do that. But ultimately, I think the heart and the intent was in the good place, but maybe the execution could have been a little bit or a lot of bit better, and maybe the outcome would have been different. But I think, you know, all of those people, all things considered, I think all of those situations are going to be fine. And I just really, watching that LeBron outro, I don't know if you call it an exit interview, whatever. I just had a lot of respect for that process with his son. And so I respect that. Now let's get to the basketball, because it's funny, because that's why I call it a love and hate. It's like, that's where the love stops, right? Now, other than that, watching that interview with LeBron James honestly felt like my freaking face was gonna fall off. The condescending tone, the nature, like, it's just like there's no possible way I was involved with what just happened. Like, oh, we had Luka. Oh, we got a first-year coach. Oh, we have no center. Oh, AD. I mean, it was just like just an imposium on how to create excuses and blame, deflect, and, well, I don't know how much longer I'm going to play. I gave it everything I had. And that's where so it says we talked about the love part, and it's gonna be hilarious if someone turns the stream on right now and doesn't hear all the good stuff I have to say about LeBron, but we're gonna hear about the bad stuff. To see somebody after a series like that sit down and give that many excuses for a series like that, I simply couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it. We've got the blame game going, we've got the rotations going, we've got Austin Reaves going, and it's just crazy because all year we talk about what the Lakers are going to do. Then when they don't do it, because they never do it, we don't hear from any of these people. And LeBron's going to do this. It's year 48. He's 67 years old. He's incredible. But then when the time comes to actually do something that matters and it's outside of a bubble situation, nothing's getting done. And if you guys think I'm not going to speak on that, I'm always going to speak on that. The Laker fans specifically, and I wanted to call this out, the Laker fans who had Austin Reaves in some crazy conversations. Oh, Austin Reaves is way better than, this player, that player is better than Paul George, is better than Bradley Beal, is better than all these people. And, at this point he might be, but then when he doesn't perform, now the reason we lost is because Austin Reaves is our third option. We don't talk about how we have 2 top 5 players in the league on the team, and you can only win 1 game against a Minnesota team. And we're going to talk about Minnesota and Rudy Gobert and Julius Randle in a moment. But I wanted to point out how Austin Reaves magically, like within a 2-week period, went from the best third option in the league to now he's not good enough to be a third option. Now the Lakers need Hakeem Olajuwon as their center. We don't have enough anything. No, it's at the end of the day, the people that you guys tried to elevate all year and gaslight really aren't that good, right? We see Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic is borderline unplayable. He can't guard anything and anyone. LeBron's defense is just as bad. And then you don't have a center, and there you go. But that's that series, and we're going to talk a lot about that series, but I wanted to stick with the interview. We'll stick with the interview about all of those excuses, and how that kind of started. But I just thought it was crazy to see the media throw all this blame at Luka, Jackson Hayes, Rui Hachimura. Trust me, Mike. And I'm sorry, guys. I'm ranting, but I'm gonna get to the comments. We're gonna get to JJ for sure. But Rui, Jackson Hayes, JJ Redick, right? All this blame going around, and then, like I said, Austin Reaves, who I thought had a heck of a year, is going to get a lot of blame and how effective he is, but nobody wants to talk about how Austin Reaves is a ball handler. Austin Reaves handles the ball. He likes to have the ball in his hands. So that's already difficult when you have LeBron. Then you add Luka, and Austin's sitting here like, okay, I'll do it when I want, but I can't do it how I like to do it and how often I like to do it. I got to do it when I get the chance. And then he's going to draw the ire of Laker Nation. Laker Nation had the nerve to dare bring up Rob Pelinka's name when this dude just got Luka at the deadline. Like, you add a top 3 player in the league in the middle of the year. Yes, your roster is going to be probably not perfect, but it just gets to the point sometimes, guys. I'm just like, I don't know how much help these people need. This ain't easy for me, but I think it's profound, actually. I'm a Christian, right? I don't like rooting for people's downfall. I don't like rooting for failure and for people to not achieve their dreams and have success. I don't find joy in people failing. But what I will say is life is strange. And sometimes lessons are taught by other people's failures. I think of the Shannon Sharpe situation. I don't think anybody's hoping on Shannon Sharpe's demise, but, well, we as men and single men better start moving correct, or we're going to end up just like him. right? You learn lessons sometimes through other people's situations. Life is strange. The things we think are going to happen don't happen the way we think they're going to happen. I'm sure Shedeur and Deion Sanders feel that way too. They thought they were going to be in New York with a $40 million contract. They're in Cleveland with a $4 million contract, right? Life is strange. But what wasn't strange to me sometimes it's just karma. Looking at JJ Redick fail, because that's all you can call that, right? You look at JJ Redick, watching him fail, watching the team lose because of his decision. I just, it's just incredible, right? Watching the team lose, watching the fan base lose, this condescending, pompous jerk, JJ Redick. Well, he's one, like, I'm a Sixers fan and a Duke fan. Aren't I not supposed to be a JJ Redick fan? This dude is one of the most unlikable people I've ever encountered, right? Watching that team lose a series strictly because of his decision making, it just doesn't get any better than that. And I want to show that because this is coming from a Laker fan base that ran Darvin Ham out of the city. Now, I'm not saying Darvin, and I want to make sure I'm really emphasizing this because I'm not saying Darvin Ham is a good coach. Not saying that. I'm not saying Darvin Ham is a good coach. I'm saying he was a rookie coach, just like JJ Redick, and he deserved the opportunity to develop in his craft. He deserved the chance to improve on his faults, and he didn't get it. And JJ walked right in and was literally called the next Pat Riley. Somebody in the chat said JJ got the Lakers to the 3 seed. No, he didn't. I could have got the Lakers to the 3 seed. That's what happens when you have 2 of the top 5 players in the league on your roster. You get the 3 seed. I don't want to hear about that. JJ Redick is a terrible coach. And he literally just lost 2 games. And because what you don't understand is when you play 5 people for 2 quarters of basketball straight, those 5 players are not only done for that game because you lost in the end, but you also lost the next game because of that one decision. Darvin Ham got to the conference finals, right? So I'm not saying Darvin Ham's a good coach. I'm not saying I would want him coaching my team. I'm saying he deserved the right to try to develop and get better at his faults. Just like JJ is probably going to get the chance to develop and get better with his faults. Just saying. That was profound watching the way that played out. Another thing that was profound watching play out is watching the I don't see 954 Nick. How do you lose a locker room? He didn't lose a locker room. He lost LeBron James. That actually makes my point. JJ Redick was a podcast partner that was installed by LeBron James. He didn't lose the locker room. LeBron James didn't buy in, right? You're the GOAT. Buy in. If LeBron buys in, AD buys in. If LeBron and AD are bought in, Rui Hachimura's bought in. I want to hear about how you lose a locker room with LeBron James in it. You don't lose a locker room. It's LeBron. He's the coach. You don't, you know what I mean? That's the stuff that people try to do. No, it's LeBron, right? It's LeBron's offense. It's LeBron's team. We do what LeBron says to do. That's how it works. You know what I mean? So I just, I'm always going to push back on that. I'm always going to push back on that. When you don't have the respect of one of your stars, because one of your stars thinks and knows allegedly better than you as a coach, how are you ever going to have the locker room? Before you can claim Darvin Ham lost the locker room, tell me if he ever had it. Tell me if LeBron ever stepped to the side and allowed Darvin Ham to be a coach, to put his offense in, to have LeBron do what he wants to do. I don't know that that's true. But what I do know is LeBron and AD weren't bought in, and they got the results that they got. And now Instead of being in the conference finals, they're a first round exit. So you tell me with one win. So you tell me who lost what? Because if what they had before is losing the locker room and what they have now is not, I think I would rather have a lost locker room personally. But that's just me. I can't speak to that. And listen, I know that people are gonna probably get mad and hate over stuff like this, but that's what this series was about. This series was about all of the people that tried to push narratives, all of these narratives, right? Nico Harrison, Luka Doncic, Rudy Gobert, even Julius Randle. Look at how all of these things, like I said, life is strange. Look at how all of these things twisted around. Julius Randle, traded for Towns all year, first month of the season. Oh man, the Knicks, they robbed the Timberwolves. Oh my gosh, who would do this trade? This, that, and the other. And I told you guys, that trade doesn't matter until the playoffs start. The Timberwolves traded Towns because he's terrible in the playoffs. He's soft. And we know that playoff basketball gets hard. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we like a Julius Randle over a Towns in some situations, at least for that roster when Gobert is there. Speaking of Gobert, incredible closeout game. Another guy, criticized, people saying he doesn't deserve his Defensive Player of the Year awards and all that. I thought he had a heck of a game. I thought he did a really good job. It was cool to see him kind of get active on the offensive end, on the offensive glass, and have him a really good game. That's, let's face it, this is the stuff that the unpopular takes that a lot of people won't make. I think in that game yesterday, there was at least 4 Hall of Famers. At least 4 Hall of Famers. I don't know if there's going to be more, but Luka, LeBron, I think Ant will get there, and Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert is going to the Hall of Fame, guys. So no matter what you want to say about his career and being overrated and not deserving this, not deserving that, what is the story? A Hall of Famer, Rudy Gobert, outplayed 2 other Hall of Famers, LeBron and Luka. And if the T-Wolves go on to win the chip, or if they go on to get swept, I know that night, last night, will be something Rudy remembers. So have yourself a night, Rudy. You deserve it. That was pretty cool to see. I'll just say that. Toby in the chat was good, man. It's good to see you. Mike, you said Randle put up 20 plus the whole series. Yes. Yes. Yes, Alton, 100%. It's the paint. The paint matters, but it's all of it, right? Well, who do I have winning all? I don't know, man, because my pick was Lakers on the West, Knicks on the East. So I don't know. I don't know. I think it I don't know. I think matchups matter a lot. I think we got to see who wins between Boston and New York, because I think New York can beat Cleveland. So I don't know. In the West is nuts. I would love to see the Warriors come back out, but we sit here all day and just disrespect Oklahoma City. I don't understand why they're not considered an extreme threat. So I think Oklahoma City is going to be the team that has the best player, best team. I think the Clippers are going to lose. Personally, I think the Clippers are going to lose to the Nuggets. So we're going to have the Nuggets in the mix with Jokic again, running the show. Jamal Murray looks like he's getting back. So it's a lot. It's a lot right now. But I just, the story of these playoffs, guys, are going to be these trades, man. This Towns trade, the Gobert trade, and the Luka trade, man. That dude, Nico Harrison, he free him, bro. Like, free that man. Like, the whole league, the whole city. This dude's getting death threats. He can't even sit in the stadium. Free that man. Yeah, and Luka's at the crib in Cancun. He can't play. He didn't lie. Like, this dude was acting like he was lying, bro. And I know you guys are gonna say, "Oh, well, Shady, you're just saying that because they lost." Bull crap. They lost last year because of the same crap. Nico is the only reason. See, what a lot of people don't understand, let me just go off real quick, because this is where you casual fans that don't watch the game get exposed every time. The Mavericks sucked last year until they got those defensive guys, the PJ Washingtons, Daniel Gaffords, and all of those guys who could complement Luka and his deficiencies. But there was a tape on Twitter last year in the playoffs. It was like a 4-minute compilation of Celtics players blowing by Luka. You can't win basketball games like that. Even if you want to go back to last night, it was like a 2-point game. I don't remember if anyone saw the clip, but it was like a 2-point game, and Luka goes up for an uncontested layup and smokes it. And instead of at 6'8" trying to body someone up and get a board, he runs straight to the ref. This was a 2-point game in the fourth. Free Nico Harrison, man. That dude knew something we didn't know. I'm not saying the Mavericks are better off. I'm not saying they couldn't have got a better deal. Nobody's saying that, because that deal was a little sus, because I'm not the biggest Anthony Davis guy. But, you know, before we put Luka in these conversations, I know everybody wants to put him as the next Larry Bird because he's white, but he don't look... You got to start asking the questions where if you don't have 4 other Ron Artests or 3 other Ron Artests and Wilt Chamberlain in the paint, can you win a title with him? You're sure not winning with him and LeBron, 2 cones. So I don't know. Alton said it perfect in the chat. Luka and Kyrie didn't make the playoffs with just them 2. Now I know they were still gelling, but they didn't become that team until Gafford and PJ Washington arrived. So yeah, I know we don't, because it's the NBA and it's the league, we don't put a lot of respect on it. But you better start talking about this stuff, guys. Yeah, and they were still gelling. I get that. You know, that's what I was saying. I don't want to, like, you know, act like everything was, yo, Spoo, what's up, man? Yeah, that's what I was saying. And so we understand there was, you know, there were certain things that kind of caused some stuff to be weird. We know that. But, you know, I just kind of want to point that out. You know, how this guy pretty much got run out of the league, basically run out of his city by calling out, again, not just the defense, but the culture, the laziness, because like, look, I actually don't think like Luka's a bad person. I don't think he's, you know, I don't think he's a bad person. I think he's a little bit limited. I just think you got to be careful before you put certain guys in like literal top, you know, everything conversations, if that makes sense. Hendigo, you said, how you feeling about the 76ers next year? You can't feel great. Can't feel great until you hear news on Embiid's knee. And obviously the odds of you hearing good news isn't great. But the only thing about the Sixers, I'll be honest with you guys, I don't know if Embiid's coming back. That's like my thing. Like, I don't know if he's coming back to the Sixers. I hope he does, but I kind of feel like he might get moved. Sixers have a stupid amount of talent. Like Maxey, Grimes, who's the other kid? McCain. I I don't know. You got this dude Paul George around. We need to get 2 first-round picks and attach them to Paul George to get the dude off my basketball team. Like, it's crazy, but that's another conversation for another day. But yeah, Sixers got a whole lot of talent. They even have a center. His name is like Bona or something like that, who's like low key nice. It's crazy. It's crazy, but I don't know. It's the Sixers, bro. Probably not gonna be that good, but it'll be fun, man. I'll pull up to a couple games, like I always do. It's fun local thing. Oh, and you said the Celtics exposed Luka defensively. They kept switching to have Luka guard Brown and Tatum. Team's been doing that ever since. Dude's a victim. The dude is a victim. I don't just try to throw shade. The dude is a straight up victim. And my bad, guys. If the stream starts stuttering, give me just a second. I'm trying to look something up on the stream PC. So if it does start stuttering, I'm just trying to find my sliders. Like, I don't know where they're at. Like my original sliders that I posted. Yo, Power UG, what's up, man? Hey, Zondak, bro, you said congrats on the new PC, man. Hey, this new PC's been a nightmare. I just rebuilt it last night because it wouldn't power on. So, yeah, I'm trying to get everything going and working, but it's not perfect just yet. So gotta keep troubleshooting. I think I might have like a bad RAM stick or something like that. So I'll have to, lock in and try to get that fixed. Looking at your own YouTube channel and getting an ad is just crazy, by the way, in my opinion. Oh, dude, I'm an idiot. I forgot, bro. They took my video down. I forgot my video got taken down. I'm like, where the heck are my sliders at? I'm like, wait a minute. Oh, yeah, they removed it. That's incredible. Mike, you said you hope for the Clippers at first, but Nuggets are going to pull it off. Yeah, probably. You got James Harden doing James Harden type stuff, so that sucks. And it looks like Kawhi kind of came back to life, or came back to earth as well. It's hard at this point, to ask Kawhi to give you 39 like he did the other night, but Zion, like you said, I would trade Embiid. Yeah, they might. I wouldn't, but you know, because it's like I always like, especially in trade situations like that. I always tell you guys, if you trade the best player, I don't know, just trades like that never work. They never work. You know, I think about the Magic, but I think right now trading B. This is my opinion. This might be like the Magic trading Dwight Howard. Like, I don't know how many of you guys were even around for that when that happened, but you just don't know if like physically what's gonna be going forward. Like, depends on if like what is he gonna look like? Like, I think a lot of people are just assuming he's never gonna be back to normal. Um, I don't know what he's gonna look like. So don't get me wrong, the trade package, you don't even move him if like the trade package is gonna be what it is. The trade package will be huge, but I don't know if like it's just do you want to do it? Because if you trade him and you know he gets back to doing what he was doing, I mean, then you sitting here looking stupid because you don't got a team no more and you got a bunch of picks. So I think it's gonna end. A lot of that stuff is gonna be determined on the lottery this year. The Sixers can lose their pick if they get the six. I think six and up, and I think they have the fifth best odds. So it depends on what they want to do if they want to rebuild. But yeah, man, you can't. The team, I'm sure they're probably sick of that, the injury stuff. You're trying to build around a guy that isn't healthy. I would never trade him for anybody personally because I know you're never made equal value back, but it depends on what the team feels and what Daryl Morey feels. Power UG, I'm gonna definitely check that out when I get the chance. I literally just finally got the PC powered on. Um, I haven't got the chance to do any mods. So this is literally my mods folder that I copied from the other computer. Probably tomorrow I'm gonna try if I can keep the PC turned on. By the way, guys, if the crap shuts off, it just shuts off. There's nothing I can really do about it. I'm not 100% sure what's wrong. Gotta see what I can do to fix it and stuff like that. My bad, guys. Yeah, I was just trying to find this file that I had. I was, as you guys can see, I was able to find a start today file, so that was cool. Well, Asus, I changed the motherboard out, so I changed the motherboard. So I'm gonna send that back. Obviously, because I need my money back from that low key. But yeah, so and I've got a 1300 watt power supply. So the problem with it is when it like, so first of all, it's like fine 9 times out of 10, but you cannot turn the computer off ever. Like if you turn it off, it does not come back on. So I don't know what's up with that. And then the error it throws is it's not like it's like it's throwing like either one of two errors. The first error it's throwing is a memory error, which usually means like reset your RAM or reset your CPU. I've reseated my CPU like 5 times. So it's definitely not the CPU seating. Then it'll throw this 00 error, which means it's not recognizing the CPU. So I don't know how many, like if you guys aren't really experts in building computers, you wouldn't know this, but I built a crap ton of computers in my day. So the thing about that is I know a lot of times it throws that error. Usually when it throws the CPU error, a lot of times the issue is the motherboard. So I was actually thinking, okay, switch the motherboard out, it should fix it. I switched the motherboard out, literally put the new motherboard in, powered it on, the crap would not power on. I'm like, dude, are you serious? Given the same exact error, it's not reading the CPU. So if you're getting a CPU error and it's not the motherboard, your natural next progression would say it's got to be the CPU. it can't, I don't know that it can be the CPU because I can play games perfectly. I'm like, how would I be able to game virtually perfectly? Now, that's minus the I'm gonna get to that in a second, but I've been gaming, like I was playing 2K for like 4 hours earlier. No overheating, no crash, knock on wood, and everything was fine. So like I don't think you can really game if your CPU's dead. We gaming, like the performance is good. It doesn't even make sense. So then I enabled one of my RAM overclocking module things, the Expo or whatever it is. And as soon as I did that, computer crashed. So as soon as I messed with the RAM, the computer crashed. So all of these errors say, oh, it could be this, or it could be that, or it could be this, or it could be that. So basically, I already replaced the motherboard. I'm definitely not replacing this CPU because it was really hard to get in the first. You can't even get the crap, number one. It's like out of stock everywhere. So if I keep having issues, I'm going to replace the RAM. Yeah, so Murray, I replaced the Power UG, bro. I was talking to one of the dudes in the Madden Discord. He said, well, for now, just never turn the computer off. I'm like, I'm not. I'm just gonna keep the crap on. So yeah, like if I'm being honest, the crap's not even in stock, number one, and it's $600 when the processor's 470. So I don't even know what's going on. So I ain't doing this. This ain't happening. I'm not doing that. I don't care. I'm not doing it. So I ain't paying. But that's the tariff for you. Like, if it's $590 for a $480 CPU, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not. I'm sorry. It wasn't trying to be rude because I know the dude was he wasn't joking, but I know it was a legit question. But the dude was like, "Yo, why didn't you get a 5090?" I said, "What do you mean? Why didn't I get a 5090? It's $4,500 for a graphics card. Like, what are we talking about? Like, I don't know. I'm just like, what are you saying? Like, I don't know. Only people that have that card, right? I'm telling you, nobody went and bought that card. Like, if you see a content creator with a 5090, they didn't even buy that. Like, they literally didn't buy that. They had somebody send it to them. There's nobody on the planet that's spending $4,500 on a graphics card. It doesn't even make sense. That's a car. Not a good car, but it's a car. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I don't be trying, like, because I'm into the PC stuff, but some of these dudes are just dumb. Like, oh man, yeah, you should have got this. I'm like, all right, well, send it to me and sure, but you guys got to understand, a lot of these dudes that you be watching on YouTube, they're not paying this stuff out of pocket. Like, oh yeah, let me get my paycheck and spend 4,500 of it on a graphics card. You know what I mean? So, but I digress. I'm not going to get too much into that. Oh, excuse me, guys. I was wrong. Prices have come down. Prices have come down. It's 3,500, 3,600. Oh no, but the one I was looking at, yeah, it's $4,500. So I have the Asus ROG Astral 5080. Um, I think mine was like 1,550, I think, plus tax. I forget actually. I think it was 1,550 in tax. This crap is 4,785 for a graphics card, for a video card. Like, you can't drive it, you can't live in it. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I must be missing something. You want a PC that's got the 5090 in it already? It's $7,000. But it's me, right? No, I just wanted to check because I was looking. Don't get me wrong. I wanted one, but I don't even be spending like that. Not like that. You guys know me. I always get the 80 series. I've had a 780, 780 Ti, 980 Ti, 1080 Ti, 3080 Ti. Now I have a 5080. I don't do all that other dumb crap. Like, I don't know what people be thinking is going on, but I ain't paid like that. Crap don't work for me. Yeah, exactly, man. Look, they got sponsors and stuff out here. Shout out, hit the boy if that happens. If you guys see me one day pull up with a 5080, that's why. Because somebody sent it to me. But other than that, I don't know how else that's supposed to be taking place. This is just me personally. I know other people, you know, other people got stuff going on, but I'm not one of those people. Yeah. Oh, my cousin texted me last night. He said like one of his boys wants him to build a PC. How much does it cost? And all. I said, dude, I don't know. There's a bunch of tariffs. I don't know if you're paying this crap out of pocket and you're not a content creator. Good luck, because it's dumb. I wouldn't do it personally. If I wasn't a content creator, I would definitely be I was saying if I wasn't a content creator, I would definitely get a pre-built or something like that. Yeah, so Power UG, I literally just freaking, because it was taking too long, so I just went on Google Drive. I just Google Drived my mods folder from the other PC to this one. Or you know what? No, I think it was too big to put on Google Drive. I put it on iCloud of all things, and just dropped it because I was like, I'm literally not doing this again, one by one. Only thing that's been weird for me, guys, I'm trying to fix, like, is my controller for no reason is registering as controller 2, and I don't have another controller plugged in. You guys might think that's not a big deal, but it is, because it messes with that one mod for the thing. PC gaming in 2025, guys. iCloud and big 2025. Yeah, man. What else are you gonna use? I got I got I got like 10 gig. I got like 10 terabytes of storage through iCloud or something like that. Something crazy. I think there's a way for me to. Oh, there it is. I knew there was a way to. Okay, so I think I got it now. Wait, I don't think this is what I wanted to do. Ooh, he laced that. Toby, you said, are you paying for mods again, Shady? I remember on 2K22 or 2K23, you said you're not doing that anymore because of some shady activities. Are Madden mods still free, or is it the same as 2K with the 2K community? Do you have any thoughts on 99% of premium mods being sold since 2K25? Honestly, bro, nah, I don't really have any thoughts. I just say do whatever you feel like doing, you know what I mean? Do your own thing. Does that make sense? Like, you know what I mean? Like, does it matter in the grand scheme of things? Like, just do whatever. I think I don't care as much as people think I do. I think is the big takeaway there. I think is what I'm trying to say. Or rather, how do you turn off the dude's name, like the Cunningham and the star? I thought there was a way to turn that off, but yeah, so that's like kind of a thing in and of itself. Like, I don't even know if I should say this, but I was like in a Discord, right? And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. If you ever go into like a 2K modding Discord, right, and use my name, just say something about Shady, watch how people react. Like, it's kind of the wildest thing ever. And I'm like, I don't know any of you guys or like what transpired to make you all feel the way that you do about me. It's kind of cool. I feel like LeBron in that sense. Like, I'm like, what is with all of these dudes? But like, you know, I gotta shoot that. Sorry, even though I'm just trying to fix my thing. I don't know how to get rid of his name. Was the name always there? I don't know. I could be tripping, guys. What was I gonna say? But yeah, like one of these guys was like, you can't get rid of the name. Has that always been there? Am I tripping? Oh, okay. My bad, bro. All right, guys. Well, let's get into the game then, and let me stop being crazy. Oh, my bad. I'm going through all the options. You know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of Madden. Like, you know how Madden you can say like show before play or something like that. Yeah, I'm thinking of Madden. Oh, my bad. I didn't see it. I didn't see it, but yeah, I'm trying to get into a game. But yeah, as far as the mods go, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I don't really care. Like, just is what it do whatever. Like, people, you know, I don't really know what to say about it. But what I want, I think the takeaway I want is like, I ain't finna be no spokesperson for none of these communities, bro. Like, I got my own community to deal with, and that's what I do. I don't deal with none of that crap, fam. Like, I don't. Like, it's just, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I don't give a crap what these guys got going on in their own private communities. But customize HUD. Oh, is this it? Ball? Oh, there it is. He's right. It's there. Ball handler text. You can turn all of it on. I didn't know. Okay. I didn't know. Nah, hey, look. Hey, we learning, bro. We in here learning, man. Look. Shoot. I didn't see that at first. I just wanted to see. But anyways, oh, is it off already because I did it in that menu? This menu kind of works in all modes. Okay, cool. All right, yeah, I think this is how I like it. So yeah, anyways, so I don't really care what people do, right? But what I do want to say though is, like, my channel is all about, like, I don't know how to word it, maybe like vibes and stuff. Like, we just all about community together and stuff. And like I don't know, like, how do I word it? Because I'm stuttering over my words. So, like, the other day, I don't remember if it was yesterday or the day before, I put a video out. It was like how to get all the rookies in Madden 25. Like, right, that video took me 10 minutes to make, and I was just like, yeah, this is how you get all the rookies, and that's it. What I'm not finna do is be like, this is how you get all the rookies. Go to this website, pay $6.99, and now you got all the rookies. What is like, why would I do that? Why does that benefit me? Like, I don't care that much. I just be gaming, right? So I don't know. I just don't get involved in that type of stuff personally. And what my channel is about, I want you guys to be able to click Shady Mike Gaming and be like, yo, this is a cool channel that can help my game be better. That's it. Not, oh, this is a cool channel, but they asking me to pay $10. They asking me to pay $20. I'm not into that, respectfully. There's 20 million other YouTubers y'all can go watch and spend your money on. That's not really my flow. So everybody else can do whatever they do. I could care less what that's about. Do we want to play Knicks versus Pistons? I feel like that's kind of a lame matchup, I'm not gonna lie. Because we could just simulate that round, not for nothing. Do we want to do Clippers Nuggets? I think I did that last stream, I'm not gonna lie, but I do like that matchup because I love playing with the the Clippers. But we just did that last stream. I say we skip that one too. We can do Golden State versus the Rockets. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I could try and be the Rockets. I feel like the Rockets suck though. But Golden State is always a good test to see with the sliders, to see like how they play. Because I don't know if Steph Curry might shoot 23s. Y'all know how that goes. He might shoot 23s. And we got to tweak something. So that might be something for us to look at, maybe. So by the way, like I said, guys, this is the first, it's not the first, but the first game we're playing live since I changed the motherboard. So I'm curious if it's gonna crash again. If it crashes again, that might mean we got something else to do. That might mean we got something else to mess with. Pistons eliminated, Clippers eliminated. Sheesh. Wow, I didn't even know. I don't know where that Steph Curry came from. Power UG, you must have sent that to me or something. All right, my bad, guys. Give me a second. Let me grab a drink real quick. Oh no, my bad. I lied. Drinks right here. Rock's a good team, but Warriors in 6. Yeah, Warriors, man, got to get it done because they got stomped last time. That was kind of crazy. Not gonna lie.
The Western Conference NBA Playoffs, Round 1
Yo,
continues.
let me know what the colors look
The
like if something has to be
Rockets
changed.
are down 2 games to 3 with the opportunity
Dang, man.
to prove themselves to
Yo,
the
Power
league,
UG, bro, you
their
sent me that
fans,
Jalen Green.
and most importantly, themselves. It's a pivotal
I ain't never played the Rockets before, low key.
The
I ain't
Golden
gonna lie.
State Warriors. Round 1 of the NBA playoffs continues.
We've already got quite a series on our hands, folks. And this is
that's loud as crap for me, guys.
Game 6 in the West. And tonight, we'll see the Houston Rockets as they go.
You didn't like that, Mike? That wasn't hard? Oh, my bad. That wasn't hard. That joint was hard. I thought that joint was... That wasn't tough. Wait, y'all didn't like that? Dang, bro. Tough crowd, man. I think the ESPN music is a is a mod. No, that's what I was saying. The dude talking at the start. You didn't like that? It was all in slow motion and whatnot. Dang, bro. I thought that joint was clean. Oh, is it? No, okay, so I was under the impression. Okay, I was under the impression that it had music, but I turned it off because I got all the music off for copyright. That's what I thought was going on. But you tell me it never has music? Oh, okay. Well, that's stupid. I thought it had music, actually. I thought I had turned it off. Yeah, I don't like that. That's crazy. I literally thought it had music. I thought it always had music and I had just turned it off. That's actually really funny that it's silent like that. Yes, like you can see it's showing I got a controller plugged in. What is plugged into the computer? Like, That's weird. I don't know why my crap like switched back like that. I don't know what happened actually, guys. My bad. I might have done that. Oops. Okay, I think we're good now. I don't know why that happened.
David Aldridge on our sideline. Here's the starting group for Houston. Running the wings, they'll go with Green and Brooks.
Are you still playing 60 games till you're back to 50? I don't think you can change that in the game, but I didn't change it. It's still a 60. Last stream we played at 45. Power EG was telling us to try 45. Now that was too slow for me, but there might be a little bit of a sweet spot that people can find, because I get a lot of people telling me 60 is too fast, and it is. Like 60 look a little herky jerky sometimes, but like some of the animations look weird at 60. But then some of them feel weird at 45 and 50. So, you know, there's no freaking win with that crap. Unless we get to the heck is this? Why does this look like this? What is going on? Why are we so zoomed? Oh. Ooh.
That one
what is this?
Continuing to work on refining his craft. Butler puts in a great amount of time, maybe more than most.
Y'all be playing like this? Look at this. We just unlocked a new camera. This isn't a mod, is it?
First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Podziemski. Pass to Curry.
I switched that manually. F that. Watch, he's gonna shoot off of the screen.
That's the pick for Curry. Healed with it.
Oh, Hield pulled it. Look at this camera, guys.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check
Dylan Brooks era?
Well, I caught up with Coach Steve Kerr. I asked him how they plan on bottling up Jalen Green. Now, he said we have to try and stay in front of him and protect the rim. Jalen is an explosive athlete and an incredibly crafty finisher around the basket, so keeping him out of the paint.
I am not aware of any camera mod being installed here.
And Brooks has no problem wearing the black hat. He takes pride in being the villain. He's an old school player in that regard, very much so.
Podziemski with it, by Green. Three-pointer Hield. He's now
okay, buddy.
With that bucket.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Thompson outside. It's Şengün.
My bad, guys. I can't see crap. How do you
top of the key.
Crap.
Green grabs the miss.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Out of bounds. Houston
2 steps out of bounds?
And so here is Houston.
Yeah, listen, thing about the Rockets, bro, them boys are dunkers. You can't be standing on the rim with them.
Well, I think it was a combination of things, quite honestly, but the defense didn't really offer them a challenge all night. I agree with that.
That's not the shot I'm looking for from him.
Not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Pass to Podziemski. Fires from deep. And
Okay, all right.
Quite
right.
simply, one of the best three-point shooters in this
Buddy.
game. That's Buddy.
Literally, Buddy Hield.
And here is Şengün. Van Vliet outside. Back to Şengün. Van Vliet on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Green with the block.
Green takes great pride in his defense now. He loves denying shots at the rim and playing bigger than his 6'8" frame would lead you to believe.
All right, Golden State.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Speaking of new mice, I don't know if y'all can see that through the camera, but I got Final Mouse. That's new. Super limited edition. A little embarrassed to say how much I spent on it, so I'm not going to tell you.
Warriors leading by 4. Pass to Podziemski. Over Green. Fred Van Vliet grabs the miss. And it's Van Vliet with the ball for the Rockets. Podziemski grabs the board.
He's going to shoot a 3, I feel.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Three-pointer.
Yeah.
Hield. His second miss, now 2 of 4 on the game.
Bro, I don't know what the camera is, man. I'm telling you, we unlocking new stuff live.
With this screen on Butler.
It's nice though, isn't it, bro? This joint lit. I feel like I like it, but I don't know. Maybe people don't.
His way back into a groove.
Go, go, go.
Shot by Podziemski, no good. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Oh no, that was about to be crazy. I should just throw it to him. Not with this pace.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. There we go.
Oh,
Now
man,
in
they're
the
killing
scoring
me.
column with that make, he is 1 for
Yo,
4.
Power UG, man,
The offensive end of his
is
game is so impressive. He's a threat every time up the floor.
what was I gonna say?
Here's Brooks.
Oh, so remember you were telling me about 2K?
Pass to Şengün.
Are your cutscenes still like locked somehow? Like
Vliet. Guarded
the
by
frame
Hield.
rate changes or something, or no?
Trying to get something going. Not gonna fall. Starting off
Okay, these
slow, he
dudes
misses
suck. Is it just me?
from the floor.
It's probably me. I haven't played 2K in a minute.
Now Podziemski. Back to Curry. Fires the 3. And the 3 ball is good.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force.
All right, Golden State, you guys.
We've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka.
I'm sick of these dudes.
He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Rockets trail by
Yeah, I'm not
9.
gonna lie. I'm a big Dylan Brooks guy, like in the sense, like I wanted him in Philadelphia. Like,
Inside, shoots, and he gets that one to go.
yo, I almost didn't score there because I thought the pass was intercepted.
Ends an 11-0 run by Golden State.
11-0 run? Nah, we can't let this happen.
Outside Butler. Pass to Hield for the 3. Şengün with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And here is Green. Hasn't made one yet. Just his first
I was trying to do a layup, guys.
passes it off the right side of the rim.
Not a step back,
Warriors
Jay.
by 7. Now let's check in with David Aldridge to see how Draymond Green's doing. David.
Hi guys, the head athletic trainer for the Warriors gave us some information.
We gotta get
Oh,
Jalen
that
Green
is not
going.
what you need to see. It sounds like it's a serious injury. And we couldn't have a worse time for this injury, Kevin, especially as the last games of the season are approaching.
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sideline.
And in the training room, guys.
Okay, just
that
stop the
is
ball,
not gonna
really.
be an easy injury to bounce back from.
Podziemski finds Butler.
Oh, we got a mouse. We got a mouse.
Here's post. Covered by Van Vliet.
Oh.
That one falls.
Oh, Power, you fixed it. Okay.
Trail by 9.
Yeah, you know, the reason I was asking is because there was a dude in the Madden modding community Discord, and he was like, "Yo, Shady, like, can you help me out? Because my 2K's frames are locked." Okay, guys, what is? The dude just clipped me. Sorry, guys, just gotta lock in.
The high post shot. The Rockets pull it in.
Let's get Fred VanVleet going, guys.
Start, Kevin. They've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going in.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play.
Bro, I'm sitting here like, I know I'm not nice. Like, I know I'm not nice, but I'm not this trash. What's going on with this? What's going on with this, bro? I'm like, bro, nah. Something's wrong. Something's wrong here. Because I know I'm getting pulled, bro. I know if I'm getting pull-ups off the side of the rim, bro, something's wrong, bro. So look, I'm like, bro, we had to put the real shooting percentage on, bro. That's on me, guys. I'm saying here, like, something wrong. I'm like, look, I know I'm not that nice, but I know how to play this game. I'm like, wait, what's up? All right, so look, we just spotted these dudes 9 points. We still going to win. We still coming back. I ain't even restarting.
You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And the Warriors making a change here. Green's checked in. Tari Eason's checked in for Houston. Rockets trail by 10. Here's Thompson. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
And so
so one thing about sliders, like, we know the league kind of changes in the playoffs, but there's really no way to do that with sliders. Like, either it's going to be tailored to the regular season, or it's going to be tailored to the offs. So my sliders are definitely more like tailored to the offs or to the regular season. I kind of want to tailor them to the offs, low key.
You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Şengün with a screen on Butler. And it's Green missing. Warriors leading by 10. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
That's all good, guys. We're coming back on this.
The opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Here's Green. The Warriors making the shot.
Just a green. Oh, gosh. Yo, help.
VanVleet outside. Here's Şengün. The shot comes out.
It's all good.
Golden State's gone.
That animation right there is on 60 game speed is always super sped up. That's the one animation I wish would just be better.
Good D by Thompson. Rockets trail by 12. Şengün with the screen for Thompson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I thought the Rockets had a good season, man. Shout out to what's his name? Ime Udoka. You know, he did his thing. So yeah, Power, I remember on the consoles, believe it or not, they had a option where, like, oh Jimmy, relax Jimmy, Jimmy looked like he was about to do something crazy. But yeah, they even had an option to uncap the frames on the consoles, which is crazy. So it's a little bit crazy. They don't got that. This guy shoot. Yes, sir. It's a little crazy you can't do it on PC. I don't know what's up with that.
Leopards got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Houston. against Green. Bounce pass, Butler. Here's Post. Adams defending. Shoots the three. The rebound by Shepard.
Okay.
Trail by 9. Pass to Thompson. Outside.
Let's get Jalen to catch and shoot. Yikes, guys.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score.
That was my man. Okay.
Disadvantage.
They kind of beating my butt right now. I ain't gonna lie, fam.
But if you're the coaching staff, it's
We gotta
certainly a point of
regroup.
emphasis.
Here's Thompson. Jimmy Butler making his last shot.
All right, Thompson. Let's just keep attacking. We'll get in there. Yeah, Sengun is nice, man. We got to keep him involved, bro. Got to keep him involved.
Trip to the line tonight. The first free throw is good.
This dude in the chat's name is Christ, so that's a little weird. So I'm gonna call you Chris. Shady, it would be nice to see your Jalen Green with actual cornrows. What do you mean by that?
9-point game.
I don't think the mod's got him with cornrows on.
Curry, a screen on Brooks. Here's Moody. The shot from the low post
Okay.
is good.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
And so here is Houston. The Warriors making the shot. Thompson finds Holiday. Back to Adams. Takes it off the glass.
Got to get some easy stuff real quick. Open up the inside, get some
Guys set a better screen, and then the
some
quick
easy
roll
shots.
to get the finish.
Now here's Moody. Pass to Payton. Some nice passing by Golden State.
That was my guy.
Santos, no good.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care.
Bro, how does he what is that animation, bro? Like what?
If he doesn't convert, that's a shot he has to
What what?
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
And so Brooks will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. They trail by 11. Thompson outside.
I know he's not a shooter, but
They get
we need
the
whatever we
rebound.
can get.
The kick out to Holiday. Misses the
Bro.
Warriors shooting it officially from the get-go. They're at 52% from the field. Outside Curry.
Chris, what do you want me to do with that information?
With 1 on the clock, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for
I
him.
can't change his
And so
hair in
it's
the middle of the
Golden
game,
State
gang.
Warriors. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're. And we're back. Good to have you with us for 2K Sports coverage of Game 6. And a very convincing performance here from the Warriors so far.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Van Vliet 105, Sengun 104, Brooks 03, Green 04. Not a good sign, guys.
They've got Payton. Moses Moody is out there with Curry.
Oh, they still got Jabari Smith.
Kuminga.
He's supposed to be nice, was he not?
The 5 roaming the paint. That's the group for the Golden
Oh,
State Warriors
yikes.
to start the second quarter.
I forgot all about him.
There's Kuminga. Buries it
Oh.
from 3-point range. Kuminga's got the lead up to 14.
Yo, Jalen, bro, thanks for being a member, man. Appreciate you.
Pass on that good a look from three-point range, even if you've got a clear path to the basket.
I used to have it set up where it popped up on the screen, but I don't know why it doesn't work anymore.
Getting those 3 points back. Whitmore's got himself going with the chip.
Nah, yo, Chris, bro, I'm trolling you, man. I'm trolling you, bro. I'm not serious. But yeah, I can't change his hair though.
Outside Kuminga.
Even Kuminga, I don't think his hair looks like that no more.
Curry with it.
But yeah, I was saying at the start of the stream, I just downloaded the mods that were on my other computer. I didn't really put a whole lot into it.
Down low, it's stolen by Kuminga. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to talk.
Why'd he call a timeout there? Do you think Halliburton's dad should be suspended from games attendance for his action during the Bucks game?
Moody's checked in for the Warriors. In for Jonathan Kuminga. And a change for the Rockets.
Honestly,
Checked in.
I think he should be suspended
Leading by 11.
for the playoffs, but not forever. Like some people were saying, he should be banned forever. That's stupid. It was a really dumb decision by him, and
Back to Curry.
you know, as you guys know, like Halliburton is literally one of my favorite players. You know what I mean? If we're looking like in the NBA, I don't have Tyrese Halliburton is literally one of my favorite players, right? Super cool guy. I actually, helped him install some mods in 2K. So, incredible player, man. Just underrated player. Really cool. The situation with his pops is unfortunate, man. I think everybody, his emotions were running high. I think just for safety, man, we can't have stuff like that happening.
Smith outside.
Just like safety reasons.
Shoots over Jackson.
If Giannis reacts differently, it could be crazy. Like that could be a crazy situation, right? So, Power, you said the Pacers suspended him from home or away games, so all the games? Is that accurate?
Adams finds Smith. Shoots over Jackson Davis.
You said it's not the first time his father's had run-in with players. He can't be on the court interacting with the players is the takeaway. Reprimand him, right? We can't have him at the games, but it shouldn't be forever. And unless Power UG, I'm understanding it wrong, I don't think it'll be forever. But yeah, you can't have him. Can't have him interacting with the players like that. Provoking the players. We know that. He knows that. Halliburton knows that. His dad knows that. They'll be okay. They're good people. Dad's passionate. His mom was right there. They can't be doing that. But I don't want to I don't want to overblow it, if that makes sense. Yeah. So it's probably gonna be for the rest of this year. We're not gonna see him. And you know what? I don't even think. I just say put him in a box. Brooks outside. Oh dang! Hit it again.
No good with the triple. The Warriors have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Basket good. Curry's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a
Yeah, so he's got to step away for a little bit. We'll get him back in. Get him back next year. We'll get him back next year. Oh, that's the wrong button. No.
And the Warriors with some changes. Green comes
I'm selling, guys. I gotta lock in.
And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Gary Payton. And it's time for an injury report.
Hi guys, the head
Yeah,
of the
listen,
Warriors
I can't
some information.
condone his actions.
Suffered a nasty bruise to the
Right,
lower
wrong,
back.
or indifferent. It definitely isn't safe.
Our team currently in the midst of this bruise.
I thought it put Giannis in a. I'm not even a big Giannis fan, but it put Giannis in a tough position, right?
Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
Yep, I helped Halliburton install some 2K mods. A mod of himself, actually.
Rebound by
Funny.
Steven Adams.
Oh my God, why? And I made his jump shot fix per request, and you know, he commented on that. He said it was really good. Yeah, so when it comes to the jump shot fixes, I think the only players that have actually like said something to me about him that they liked him was Shea Gilgeous-Alexander and him. I'm trying to think. I don't think anybody else ever said anything to me.
His first bucket of the night. Holiday against Curry. Here's the three. And they'll get another chance. Shot by
Can't score, guys.
Good.
Struggling.
Warriors leading by 16. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. Jabari Smith picks one up.
At all times, he's on the court.
Yeah, listen, I thought Giannis handled it the way he handled it. He was put in a tough position. You can't put him in a position like that. I don't condone the violence. You know, you can't be just knocking dudes out because they get in your face. But yeah, but that's just a silly situation, and you just finished the game, heat of the moment. You know, adrenaline is high, right? You know, we gotta protect everybody in that situation. Protect everybody, because if Giannis doesn't react the right way, it makes him look bad, right? Oh my God!
And stolen by Şengün. Here's Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
Thompson with the bounce.
Dude, Thompson's fast as crap. Sheesh. He ran right by those guys. Let's go.
Whitmore with it, and Curry picks him up defensively.
Let's go. Oh my God, these guys can't shoot.
Here's Whitmore. Eason with it. 6 on the shot clock. Şengün inside. Covered by Hield.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Now here's Curry.
I mean, technically, Power UG is only a 1-point game because I started the game and I had shot timing on by accident. So they scored 9 on me like that. So, you know, it's a 1-point game. We got to get back into it.
And you know,
We got to get our offense going.
Keep getting him the rock. It's that simple. It's not complicated.
Whitmore with it.
I want to throw that into him.
Now here's Şengün. Here's Thompson.
Oh, Thompson's going crazy, low key. Nah, Power UG, they cooking me. They own me, bro. Nah, I ain't gonna lie, they own me, bro. But I did have it on shot time in that first, but they still they putting that work in
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their
right
last
now.
5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
I got stuck.
Podziemski. Good. Great play by Green.
Do you think Giannis teams up with Wemby?
Podziemski's got his second bucket tonight. Rockets trail by 13.
Is that a rumor going around? Is that possible? Is that in the cards, I guess?
Moore. Thompson outside. Şengün with the ball. He scores the basket.
Gotta get Şengün going.
3 for him.
Inside the paint, Şengün is a force to be reckoned with.
And here is Curry. He's got 9. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Houston. Eason's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations. But
Come
they
on.
still find themselves out in front.
Şengün finds Eason. Good on the shot.
Let's
and
go.
that shaves the lead to single digits. Eason's got himself on the board with 3 there. Here's Butler. He's got 12.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't feel like.
The driving Jimmy Butler. And yes,
I don't know. I feel like I'm always careful with that because some of this stuff is like media stuff. Like there was literally I saw like a headline on like ESPN. It's like, oh, you know, Giannis could have played his last game as a Buck. Like, who said that? Who said that was even in the cards? I haven't heard anybody reputable say that. So why do I have to believe Giannis is leaving just because they lost a playoff series in a situation where Dame was out, you know?
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Pass to Şengün. And he banks in the layup.
I just feel like
Defense on top of Şengün.
I just feel like, you know,
he uses his agility to overcome it.
you know, anytime you have a good player on a small market team,
Here's Butler.
and I can't say small market because
There, but he gets the call.
like, I feel that way with Embiid, but I ain't gonna lie, Sixers ain't small market, so I can't push that point. But
And the first one.
I don't know. With the Bucks, they're small market. I just, oh, he should be on the Lakers with Luka. Oh, he should be, you know, like, nah, bro. I'm not trying to get into none of that. I'm not. Y'all already know where I stand on that. I don't think you move Embiid. I don't think you move Giannis. Like,
Jalen Green.
I don't know. That's like low key some of that new generation stuff. Like,
For Smith. For three, Van Vliet. They get it again. Outside, Green. Here's Şengün. And he gets the whistle.
okay, these guys suck.
Coming up.
You know,
Good luck trying to stop it. He'll punish you down there.
Houston shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right
what's
here.
the? I don't understand that, Alton.
First free
Like,
throw is
I don't
good.
understand. Like,
Looney is checked in for the Warriors.
doesn't every player have to make that decision? Like, what do we like? What does that mean? I don't even like. He's not. His contract isn't up, is it not? Did he just sign a long-term deal with Milwaukee, or am I tripping? Is he in a contract situation?
Podziemski with it. He's got 6. Here's Hield. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Hield's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And what focus
Somebody let me know how many years Giannis has left on his contract.
that guy finds a way.
Van Vliet passes to Green. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet.
They're making a few more threes this quarter, which should help them cut into that.
Like,
deficit.
everybody be talking about all these trades. Same thing with the Damian Lillard thing. Y'all sat here for 3 years talking about Damian Lillard trades, and the front office sitting here like, where did that come from? We're not trading nobody. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Here's Butler. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
oh no, I actually agree with you 1,000%, and that's why I think you stay home.
He's made
Look at, I'm sorry, and you know it sucks he got hurt, but Dame literally killed his career
He's perfect.
trying to get to Miami for no reason,
Much better job
and
line this quarter than he did in the first.
he was the big fish in a small pond in Portland. Like,
Butler against Green. 36 seconds left in the second quarter. Brooks kicks to Van Vliet. Takes a 3. And again, it's the Rockets
nice.
from deep.
You know what I mean? Like, stay where you at, bro.
Close out on those 3-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment.
And in Minnesota, Shea in Oklahoma City, like, nobody trying to go to the Lakers for no reason. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Green with a screen on Van Vliet. Shot by Podziemski, no good. Now Green lets it go with a 3. And
Oh, that would've been lit.
counted, but his shot was off the mark this time.
Hey,
And we've reached
we
halftime
made it
in the
respectable.
Warriors
6-point game. We got to get back into it,
Now to
guys.
send it over to David Aldridge,
Come on.
standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Steve. Some great engagement defensively. What's happening that's good at that end of the floor?
I think they're just playing hard, rotating, playing for each other, and I think they've done a better job of avoiding fouls and just playing through.
Steve, thanks for your time. Back to you.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Hello, basketball fans.
Well, one stat in their favor is the one they haven't been racking up, turnovers. They've been very precise with
Looking at the series breakdown for the Warriors.
Yeah, I'm trying to come back in this joint.
And that is it for
I'm shooting 40%. It's a 6-point game, guys. Come on, man. Power G said he gave me 46 with no sides, no yams, no nothing.
One coverage continues. We are seeing a tremendous game from
I'm
Jimmy
dead, bro.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And so in the game for the Rockets, at the guard position, Van Fleet and Green. Thompson is out there.
Gotta hit that, fam.
And it's Brooks in at the 3 spot. Curry against Van Vliet. Well, their pass it to Green. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Oh, let's go. Come on, man.
Muscling through contact. This is where Şengün's.
I saw Curry pick me up, and I just, let's go.
Free throw, no good for Şengün. That's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession.
Oh, it's Rockets? Okay. Oh, no. Oh, wow.
Healed against Brooks.
Okay,
Physical
wow.
play finds Dylan Brooks, but he also looks for it. He gives it and takes it.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. That one is off.
Exactly how I planned it, guys. Şengün, one of the best passers ever. Right here, watch it. Boom. Just like I planned it.
And he's good on the 2nd. So it's the Warriors now. At one point, they led by 16. Curry dishes to Green. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Healed with a screen on Green. Podziemski knocks down the 3 ball. Podziemski's got 9.
Yes, deciding
all right.
the defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
And here's Green outside. Here's Şengün. Green. Green's got his 5th rebound right now.
Green's pull-up is weird.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
Back to Butler. Oh, thrown down by Butler.
And he does it with and without the ball. Butler stuffing that stat sheet.
Oh, man. They said so much for that lead, gang.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Houston. Trailing here by 8. Pass to
Or so much for cutting into the lead.
Şengün. But 3. Green, no luck.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Podziemski with it. Now Green defending. It's tipped.
That's Brooks' game. Intimidation.
Curry with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. Healed from outside. Nuggets trail by 8. Van Vliet kicks to Thompson. And Şengün throws it down.
Gotta be smarter with the passes, fam.
And cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that 2-hander.
And again, it's the Warriors missing. Van Vliet looking around from about 16, and it's Thompson with the jam.
This one has been all about Amen Thompson. A freak
Thompson's
athlete.
nice.
When he gets
Goodness.
open, there's just not much a defender can do.
Pass to Podziemski. There's the screen from downtown. It's rebounded by Houston. Green's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Van Vliet with it.
I didn't feel the rush to go up with it.
Thompson sets the pick for Van Vliet. That's in, coming off the
And that's why you wait for that best shot.
Thompson's got 4 assists in the game.
Van Vliet has a quick trigger at the arc. He's not one to hesitate, not when he's got a shot like that.
1 point game, come on.
Downtown since halftime. Butler finds Green.
We're staying alive.
Outside Curry. On the wing, Hield. And the Warriors miss again. The Rockets trail. How about this run crank they're on right now?
Green! Oh.
Spots and executing, really keeping things simple. And he's been way off the mark this quarter. And it's been ugly.
It's Curry outside. Oh,
Now look, if something bad happens, the story of this game is going to be that miss right there. The miss by Green and then the make by Steph. That is killer.
ready to talk things through with the team.
Oh my goodness. That is a killer. Give me a sec, y'all. I'm going to use the restroom real quick. All right. Try and see if we can't get this comeback going.
It's trailed by 4. And here is Van Vliet. He's got 9. Pass to Şengün.
Oh my gosh, there's no way. There's no way.
16. To the middle. Here's Hield. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. Chance for another point at the free throw line.
304 Joe is good.
On Dylan Brooks.
Impressive display of focus there from Hield. Never lost sight of the rim.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
You know, this is an example of why conditioning can be so important. I mean, it can be critical. They continue to sprint the floor, and there's no let-up in sight.
And they've also
They all over that.
not only created turnovers,
You can't even lie.
converted on them. All game long, that strategy has been paying off.
They nice. They nice with it.
Leaping ability, Butler gets off the ground so fast.
It's interesting. I don't know. Cool. I say cool, or it's just different to see the Warriors play like this. Like, this is my first time, I think, playing against them with the Draymond Green version. Or, sorry, Draymond Green. With the Jimmy Butler version. I'm just so used to the, you know.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point
Just like the all threes, all shooting.
There's any question about it. I mean, as long as he keeps knocking them down, they might as well keep going back to the well. No reason to let it run dry. Keep firing that thing.
Curry gets the bucket.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Curry against Van Vliet. This one for three.
Trying to get that crap back.
Thompson
Brooks. Yes! We're not dead yet.
Thompson's got 5 assists tonight.
And when Brooks has his jumper working, the defense needs to locate him as soon as they can.
We need to get stuff like that. We need to get that. Like, they're getting those. Like,
To the paint. Wants to get it to
oh.
and does.
Hands up, hands up, hands up.
The Warriors have made 8 of their 12 free throws in this game.
Taking 2 shots.
That free throw good from Butler. Adams, he's checked in for the Rockets. Tari Eason comes in for Fred VanVleet. And so Butler nails both of them. And here's
Yeah, Live did have ESPN integration at some point. They're just picking off all my stuff, guys. I can't lie.
Butler finishing at the other end.
I was hoping Steven Adams could make a play there. But they're killing me, guys. 10-point game. We had cut it down to 6. I think we had cut it down to 1.
Thompson outside. Eason finds Adams. Houston moving it around. There's Green with the 3. Podziemski grabs the board.
After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
Curry can't get it to go.
Come on, all the way.
The Rockets have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Adams' shot is good.
And nothing seems to phase Adams, even when you get physical with him.
Warriors leading by 8. Butler feeling out of it. Pass to Podziemski. Bounce pass, Butler. Here's Green.
Ooh.
Good D by Thompson.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
And
Oh,
Green
nice on the
gets it to go.
break.
Green's got 5 now.
Well,
Toby, you said Brunson called game?
I think it's fair to say he's had a rough start to this quarter.
Next one.
Golden State's gotten the 3-pointer to fall. To
So what are the matchups now? What is it? Do the Knicks play the Pacers or do they play the Celtics? Who do they play next?
Podziemski with it. He's got 9.
Oh.
Curry with a wide open look. And the
Oh, if he had hit that, that would be crazy.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
They kick it out to Green. Takes the 3. Jimmy Butler comes up.
Green's selling, man.
Butler's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contribution.
One-on-one here. And the dunk by Eason.
Good eyes.
Loving the break, boys.
Initiate the steal right there. Saw the opening and then just snatched it away.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Outside, Green. There's a screen. 4 on the clock. Here's Post. Poked away. There's the triple. And it's Green.
I'm like, yo, get a board.
Controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Adams uses the glass to finish the
So it'll be Knicks versus Celtics. Who do you guys think's got the edge in that?
Flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
To end the drought, Butler loves the 3-point look.
Dang.
I would not call Butler a laser, but he knows when he needs to keep the defense honest, and he'll take and make his share of those 3-point shots.
They grab their own miss. Out to Brooks. Pass to Thompson. Out left to the wing.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
On the wing, Green, guarded by Kerr. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Green.
Alton said Brunson had 44 and 7. As a Knicks fan, the game was incredible. How many games do you give the Knicks in that series? 4. What do you mean? I mean, I'm not switching my picks. I don't do that for the most part. I don't usually switch my picks. Like, I don't usually be switching my picks. So, like, you know, my initial picks were Lakers and Knicks. And the Lakers are the West, Knicks out of the East. I know, obviously, that pick doesn't look. The Lakers pick is a little ridiculous, all things considered. But I just thought, I don't know what I thought. We got. It's not some good. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna switch my picks up. I think the Knicks, they've got to go in. They've got to beat Boston, man. They if anyone can do it, they can definitely do it. Oh, get it.
Here in the second half, they've gone cold from the line, and I think it's hurting their chances.
Shepard with the ball, defended by Butler. Here's Smith.
This dude's getting clamped up by somebody that he's got a 6-inch advantage on. Literally, like, dude's 6 inches taller than him.
Closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
I'm hanging in there. Stop ball. Okay, well, there's nothing I can do about that.
Well, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
The Warriors have made 10 of their 14 tries at the free throw line in the game. The Warriors making a switch here. Spencer's checked in.
At the line for the Dubs,
The free throw drop for Butler.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. Can't do much better than that, guys.
Pass to Shepard. And Spencer pulls it down. Warriors leading by 5.
Just can't get buckets.
Here's Post.
I thought they were going to try and throw it into Jimmy. I was trying to pick it off.
Outside Butler. Butler converts it over the
Alton says Nixon 7.
Like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Rocket shooting from the field, 44%.
Yeah, listen, I really like the. Oh no. I really like the Knicks matchup. Like the Knicks are made to beat Boston. Like, with long wing defenders and a lot of them. So I think they should beat Boston. That was like my early hot take in the season. Like, I think they can beat Boston. I think the more interesting series for me, I don't know. Maybe I know people are just gonna say, "Oh, you're hating on Boston," but I don't know. I just think, I just think, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Like, maybe I don't know if Boston. I'm not saying they're overrated. I don't know if I fear them as much as everybody else does. Yeah. So Toby, I agree with you in the sense that Towns is always an X factor because. But he's going to be an X factor regardless. So, like, it'll be in a good way or a bad way. I think one of the things that I see and hear a lot are people complaining about Towns' aggression and physicality. He's not an aggressive or physical player. So, you know what I mean? I don't think it's realistic to expect that from him out of nowhere. But he has to play his game and be productive. And he had a really good, I don't remember if it was game 2 against Detroit, I don't remember, but it was just the one that I was watching. We out, go. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that crossover. You know what I mean? He just had a really productive, I'm getting out of that. He had a really productive game and just plays his game, you know? I think when he tries to do too much, be somebody he's not, I think that's when things can get a little bit tricky. They've got a lot of offense, got a lot of guys who can score. They got a lot of. It's weird because it's like they do have. it's like, I don't even think I call it depth. It's just all of their starters are very good. You know what I mean? And that was actually at the beginning of the year, one of the things I called a knock on the Knicks. As I said, they're going to be the first team to try and win with like all B players. Like, I feel like they don't have a superstar, but a lot of like really good players. Now, I think Jalen Brunson, you could probably argue, is, if he's not a superstar, he's right there, like on the cusp of being one. But you guys know me, I'm really kind of picky about like this is like when we talk about how do you become a superstar. Oh, well, he had 44 and 7 in a closeout game. That's how you become a superstar. Oh my God. Oh my God, we out.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Please hit that.
Offensive rebound.
Woo, that was a crazy sequence.
Have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not.
So, like, you know, obviously, if New York goes into Boston and beats the Celtics, and Jalen is, I don't think you have to score 40 points every game to be a superstar, but you know, Jalen Brunson is scoring all the points that he's scoring and playing his game the way we know he likes to play it. You know, come in the next season and people want to say he's a superstar. I don't feel like there's a lot you're going to be able to say against that, if that makes sense.
You want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Here's Curry. It's
We out.
by Houston. Adams has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Out to Smith. To take the lead, and it's 2
Lead, baby, let's go. Would you say the current Knicks squad is better than the 11-12 Knicks with 11-12 Knicks with Melo, Stoudemire, JR, and Tyson Chandler?
Curry's got 22.
Yeah, I mean, probably, but I think it depends more. Like, yes, I think, and the reason I'm saying yes is because I think they're going to do more. Do I think any of the Knicks right now are mellow? I don't, but I think somebody like Brunson can be on his way to being that. But I don't know if Brunson's ever going to be as like universally loved as Melo was across the league. But yeah, I like the current squad a little bit better than that squad.
As lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but
I think, you know, it kind of sucks that squad.
The Warriors making a switch here. Podziemski's checked in.
Yes, guys, let's go. Come on. I think it sucks that squad didn't do more.
impressive was the rally they made.
But it is what it is, man.
Might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
Pass to Moody. Here's Payton, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Jabari Smith picks one up. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far?
But yeah, this is about expectations, guys. That's one thing about the
I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
it's one thing about the Lakers, the Knicks, right? When you make these trades, these are the expectations, you know? The expectations are that you're going to win.
Here's Curry. Payton left side. Podziemski with it.
Played that pick and roll really well.
Just 5 on the clock. There's the 3. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The pass break chance.
Dude.
With the ball.
Frick, man.
Pulls up from the corner. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
Yeah, and for them to reduce the lead,
Not good.
should keep the pace brisk. I mean, that's how they've generated the highest quality shots.
Outside Green. And that'll be 2 free throws.
Oh, we'll take the free throws. Shoot.
You know, when Green goes inside like that with that type of force and tenacity, really gives the defense no option but to foul.
Some changes for Golden State. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Peyton. And it's Butler in for Moses Moody. And a switch here also for Houston. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Jabari Smith.
You know, one thing I thought was interesting, of course, it's no shocker. Nobody talks about Jason Tatum's closeout game, a dang near nice D.
Lots of athleticism for the long snap.
Yes. Didn't see a lot of people talking about Jason Tatum's closeout game, and that kind of sucks. He had a really good closeout game, but people seem to only talk about Jason Tatum when you know, I don't know, whenever he doesn't have a good game. But he never gets any credit when he plays really well. It's crazy. As a Sixers fan, it's just crazy to me. I don't know.
Butler against Thompson. Here is Podziemski. Good. And
How is that my guy?
Butler's got 3 assists now in this one.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond his second 3 of the half right there.
Van Vliet with the bounce pass. Şengün passes to Van Vliet. Pulls up on
Midi?
the
No.
Rockets again can't hit. The Warriors trailing. To the inside. Here's
I knew they were
Green.
going to try a crab.
And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Houston's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. High post, Şengün. He's against Green. Pocket 6. Here's Green. And Butler sends it back.
One of the most determined defenders you
Oh,
ever see,
man.
and pretty good at it as well.
That's not
Butler
good.
all over that one.
And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And that block was something. It's the playoffs, and every possession and defensive stop matters.
Warriors have gone
Trying to keep the Warriors alive. Excuse me, the Rockets alive against the Warriors.
Healed outside. Outside Curry. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Sinks the triple.
All right. All right, we got to think about this.
Butler's got 39.
Yeah, that's 2 straight.
Did you say Butler has 39?
Outside Green. Pass to Van Vliet. Launches a 3. Hands it from downtown.
Yes.
Van Vliet's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from long range.
Now Podziemski. Launches it. Brooks grabs the board. Rockets have gone 8 of 13 from the field.
I made a community post about the playing tournament and talking about why it wasn't a good idea, and people want to sit here and act like I'm crazy. And, you know what I mean? That's the stuff that I don't be sitting here debating with y'all. Like, you got a 1 seed smacking the crap. Wait, why is Sengun on freaking Steph? You got a 1 seed stomping out a 10 seed, and people think that's a good idea for some reason. I don't know what. I don't know what people be talking about half the time.
And here is Şengün.
there and some, I don't have the standings in front of me, but there's like a 10-game difference between the 8 and between like the 7 and 10 seeds in the West. So why is there a play-in tournament? Like, it's not even an opinion. Like you're literally like, what are we talking about?
Every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up.
I haven't heard any reason to. Oh no, not the blow by. Love the foul. Love that. I haven't heard any reason. The only reason I heard people try to say to justify the play-in tournament was, one, they said, well, 1 seeds always be 8 seeds anyway. Okay, but an 8 seed is clearly going to be better than a 10 seed, so that would at least make the game a little bit more interesting, would you not think? Like, that kind of proves my point a little bit. And then people were trying to say, like, the issue is the conferences. And they're saying, oh, it's just because the Eastern Conference is so bad. And I'm like, no, actually, the play-in tournament is even more ridiculous in the West, when there's like a 2-game difference between the 3 and 7 seeds, and there's a 10-game difference between the 7 and 10 seeds. Why would there be a play-in tournament? Like, I don't know. I don't be on the internet debating with people, bro.
On the wing, Green.
Yes. And remember, what people don't even pay attention to, this is why I said, like, a lot of people don't remember when the play-in tournament was introduced. It was introduced with the caveat. I think it had to be, like, the teams had to be within a certain amount of games. I think it was within 4 or 5 games or something like that. You don't just do a play-in for no reason. Like, here comes freaking Steph, guys. I gotta lock in, man. Crap.
Curry is a guy you can trust to get it done when it needs to be done.
1:46 left in the 4th quarter. Van Vliet against Curry. Here's Van Vliet.
Yes! Come on, man! Let's go! And then people want to talk about, oh, the play-in tournament, you know, this, that, and the other. Oh, we want to make the regular season matter more. Not only do you make the regular season matter less, you also technically negatively impact the first round of the actual playoffs, because as we saw with, you know, some of the nonsense with some of the teams that were in the play-in. So, you know, I don't know. I know it was good the one time because it was Steph and LeBron and all that, but that's not always going to be the case, guys. Like, nobody's trying to sit here and watch Tyler Hero and freaking, you know, Bam Adebayo and crap play against the 1 seed. It doesn't make sense. Or, you know, I'm just saying, like, it doesn't have to be a 1 seed. Just
outside Green.
Oh, he can't guard me. He can't guard me. Oh, that's the matchup. I should have been killing that. Podziemski can't guard me. Yes. I think we got this, guys.
And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors.
We need to stop. Hands up, hands up.
Outside for Curry. Back to Butler. Lets the 3 fly. Rockets with the rebound.
Guys, I think that's game.
Now here's Green. Six to shoot. And there's the drive. Rebound by Butler.
Yikes.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, I agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
And here are the Rockets. They're on a 16-7 run.
Oh man, guys. Shout out my GOAT, Chris Smooth. No sportsmanship for the Hall of Fame CPU, but we missed.
So we see the Rockets get the win here. I think, Greg, they played with a little more, you know, of a relaxed demeanor tonight, knowing.
And right, and also, what if, like, what if
This is big, and it's going to be an intense
Like,
battle.
yeah, what if
You're right.
like a 7 seed, because I don't remember what it is. I think it's right 7, 8, and 9, 10. What if the star of a 7 seed turns an ankle in a play-in game? Like this is the crap that, and you know the best advice, the thing I said, nah, get rid of the play-in, make it a tournament, get rid of the lottery, do that, make that a tournament, make all the bad teams try and play and win the first round pick, do that. Like, I don't know, but don't mess with the playoffs, man. Like, that's crazy to me. But yeah, anyways, guys, that was fun. I'm really glad we were able to get through that without crashing and stuff. Here were the stats. Shot 48%. They shot 47. 35 threes to their 34. 20 free throws to their 19. They beat me in fast break points. I beat them in the paint. I killed them in the paint. I killed them on the glass. Murdered them on the glass. Beat them in bench points. Beat them in assists. Murder them on the glass, man. 20 offensive rebounds is insane. They had a lot of steals. This wouldn't have even been that close if I had taken care of the ball better, but you know, a little bit rusty, hadn't played in a minute, so that was cool. Beat them in blocks. Obviously, they beat me in turnovers and all that cool stuff. Take a look at the box score. Jimmy had 43. Wow. 43, 6 and 3, 16 of 22 is insane. Low key. 9 to 10 from the line. So yeah, he was doing his thing. Steph had 25, 4, and 9, 16, 5, 6 from 3. Didn't shoot a whole lot of threes. Because that's actually good to see, in my opinion. Podziemski had a good game, 14, 6 and 5. Not a great game shooting it, but Healed 11, 4 and 1, 4 of 12, 2 of 9. Jackson Davis, a couple things. Kuminga does nothing in this game. It's not his fault in real life. He just sucks in the game. They just made him too slow. Draymond, it looks like, got hurt at some point. I didn't realize that, but he got hurt, but he still had his triple single. Nick, you said you're annoyed the refs screwed the Knicks and Pistons series. I don't agree that he screwed over the series. I had the Knicks coming out of the East, so I don't think he screwed the series, but he did definitely screw that game, which if there was an upset to be had, which I don't know nothing about the Pistons. I don't even watch Detroit. I'm not going to lie. So they might be nice. I've heard the other Thompson kid is nice. Cade Cunningham, we all know is nice, but I don't watch Detroit like that. So I don't know what they were doing. But allegedly they were playing it really well. And then obviously I was, watching that game live. I've only seen 2 games out of that series. So, that stuff, I'm not gonna lie. Like, even the Boston series, I don't like the Celtics. I don't like the Knicks. I'm not gonna be watching these teams. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Knicks Celtics should be fun, so I'll watch a couple of those. But the Knicks as a team, they're very hard to watch. Like, first of all, you got, and I'm sorry, I'm knocking Villanova kids because y'all know I went to school literally across the street from Nova, but these guys, they flop all over the place all day. You got Jalen Brunson rolling around the court, flailing all over the place, jumping backwards into people. It's obnoxious, right? It's obnoxious basketball, but it's NBA basketball in 2025. So if you need an example of why I don't like the NBA as much, I'm not gonna say why I don't like the NBA, but why I don't like the NBA as much, take 5 minutes. What I want you to do is watch a Jalen Brunson shot attempt compilation. Not a shots made, not a shots missed. Watch a Jalen Brunson shot attempt compilation. I would go on the record, and I'm sure it's charted. I would go on the record. If you could get all of Jalen Brunson's shots, right, that end up not counting as attempts because he's fouled, I would argue on about 40% of Jalen Brunson's shot attempts, there is no effort being made to put the ball in the basket. He's one of the most obnoxious basketball players I've ever seen to watch. Now the talent is there. He's a phenomenal basketball player. Like, y'all know me, I don't get like that. Like, I don't just be trying to downplay people's skills. It's not his fault. I don't even think it's a big deal. Like, I don't even think Brunson's not good because of it. Like, I don't think his game, like, and I think that's actually what pisses me off the most. I've watched Jalen Brunson since Villanova, right? He doesn't need to do that stuff. I've watched, Nick, to your point, Shea. He doesn't need to do that stuff. But if the refs are going to call it, they're going to abuse it. LeBron abuses it. Embiid abuses it. Shea abuses it. I don't want nobody in the chat talking about I'm not being fair. I'm just saying, unfortunately, the Knicks have a team of people that abuse it, when other teams where it's like LeBron abuses it, Shea abuses it, Embiid abuses it, just them. Like, and then everyone else is normal. The Knicks, you got Hart literally rolling around the floor for no reason, trying to draw fouls. It's not like, I just, you know what I mean? It's just not fun to watch all the time, but that doesn't take away anything from their skill. And it definitely, in my opinion, doesn't change. You know, I hope I didn't, cause y'all know I made the, what do you call it? I made the community post about Brunson's flopping. He's a flopper. That's what he is. He's a flopper. And the refs gave them that game. That's not an opinion. We're not debating this. The refs gave the Knicks a game. I don't know why they did it, but they had Brunson rolling all over the place. And then Hardaway is a really good free throw shooter, got mauled on a 3-point shot and they just looked the other way. So it's hard sometimes when people, like I said, this is 2 years in a row that this has happened with the Knicks. So I don't know. I'm not saying they need the help. I'm not saying they wouldn't have won the Sixers series, especially because Embiid was hurt. I'm not saying they wouldn't have won the Sixers series. I'm not saying they wouldn't have won the Pistons series, but they tackled Maxey at the end of a game and they trucked Hardaway at the end of a game and they got series wins out of it. My advice, if you're one of the other teams, is you play with the same intensity and match it. When we play sports, you got to control what you control. We don't sit here all day and whine about refs. No, if you're playing Boston, if you're playing the Lakers, if you're playing the Knicks, it better not be a 1-point game. It better be an 8-point game. And that way, no matter what the refs do, you don't got to complain about it. That's how I've always played sports. And that's how my coaches brought me up to play sports. You can't control refs. But yeah, if you guys thought I was going to sit here and not call out what I see, especially being a Sixers fan and listening to you guys try to downgrade and belittle Embiid's entire career for getting to the free throw line as a center and being in the paint and getting mauled and bodied all series. And if you thought I wasn't going to call it out over Brunson being 5'11" and foul baiting at half court, nah, you guys got the wrong one for that. But I'm not gonna lie, that is what it is. You guys, like you said, the refs let a lot of things fly. All of that is basketball. I don't think there is anything, egregious in terms of, calling people dirty. I don't get into none of that stuff. You play the game. You're trying to win. You're competing at a high level. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, guys, thanks for the support on the channel, y'all. I am going to call it there. I got to get ready for work on a Friday tomorrow. So appreciate the support. I'm just glad I was able to get through this stream without the computer crashing. I'm going to keep working on it, but yeah, we'll see, what else happens. I'm excited to get into the next rounds of the playoffs. I know there's going to be good games. There's going to be good games on both sides. We'll see who wins everything. Like I said, the Warriors got to close out this series. We'll see what happens there. The Knicks got done their work and all that good stuff. So shout out to them. They're going to go in there, compete against Boston guys. You know what I mean? I'm not really, especially when the Sixers aren't in it, I ain't really with all the, this is my squad. I don't rock with none of these teams. This is good basketball, if that makes sense. There's a lot of talent. So we'll just enjoy the basketball, enjoy the competition, and you hope the refs let the guys play. I don't want games decided by refs. I want everybody to be decided on the court. But other than that, guys, your boy Shady. Peace. Threes.